Hey divas and gents, I'm coming to you with my swap. This is a swap that Elizabeth and I, who is beadyBomBom, we do every single year, and I love it. I look forward to it every year. So we decided to go ahead and do an altered embroidery hoop, totally inspired by, oh, that is the worst when you're on video and the name is right, Shilpa. Good gracious, there we go. Okay, because she made the most beautiful ones. Oh my gosh. But her lace and applique stash is intense. Like, it's like serious beading and just, oh my gosh, just so luxurious. I don't have that kind of stash. I do have a pretty good healthy size lace stash, don't get me wrong, but just not like heavily beaded. So I did the best with what I had, and I did use stuff that I normally like to hoard, but this is for my girl, so why not, right? So this is the embroidery hoop. What I'm gonna go ahead and show you the embroidery hoop and not everything stuffed inside it. I'll show you that separate, because honestly it doesn't all fit in here. Apparently I didn't practice control. So anywho, okay, let's show you the back because it's very simple. This is just the back of the fabric. I did not do the lining in here. I just kept it natural because it's an embroidery hoop, so I didn't want to hide the whole thing of it. But I did put this little like Chinese braided type trim because you can see the fabric when you're squeezing it in between the two, and that's not a cute look. You don't want that exposed. So I have it all the way covered. I did not cover this piece right here because I thought it's part of the embroidery hoop. I love that look of it, so I left that alone. And then this beautiful fabric that I used in here was gifted to me by Cat. Hi Cat. She's Lolly Thimble here. So I just have she sent me quite a few pieces of beautiful fabric, so I'm super excited I got to use it. This right here, this really pretty double pleated trim right here, this I purchased from Elizabeth when she had her store, and I bought a bulk of it from her. So I love this stuff. I made flowers with it. I just love it. So I used it there. I used pretty, like, really tiny blue pearl trim. I used this trim right here, and it goes all the way around. She loves shabby, so those of you that know, she's a shabby girl, and she loves blue, so I try to incorporate blue into the shabbiness. Okay, so I did multi-layering of fabrics right here. These are eyelet trim that was gifted to me by the paper bag lady. And then this right here, this really pretty pink trim, was from my design team package from D, Elegant Embellishments, as well as the blue. And then I just layered on top of each other. So these are not separate pockets. This is one full pocket, and then there's a pocket right here. Oops, there we go, right in here. So this whole thing is just me layering, and then I put it all on top. Okay, I love that look. It's so pretty. Okay, and then at the bottom, this is the bottom pocket. I didn't use a doily, and that's how Shilpa shows. I used a wide lace that was like this. It's so beautiful, and I hate that I had to cover most of it, but it was this wide, and I used that for the bottom pocket, and that's what you see right here. Fortunately, but see, look at right here. It's so pretty because it had a really pretty silk trim right there, and then the bottom was, oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. I hated covering it all, but I really wanted this ruffle look up top. I loved it. So anywho, diving back in, I went ahead and layered some beautiful pink trim from my stash. And then I have these beautiful applique pieces right here that have sequins and a little bit of beading. And these were picked up from a girls' trip to the swap meet with my crafty girls. So I got to bust some of those out. And it's not one big piece. I just cut around the flowers and the leaves, and I kind of interlocked piece so that they would go all the way across. So I super love that. Then I have, let's see, I have a couple layers of this trim right here because I don't have a lot of this super long type dangly trim that matches. I do have some, but they're brighter colors. So I have this one right here, and it comes up to here. So see, it's like that right there. And then I layered another one on top of, right below that. And then I have this really pretty blue lace right underneath. So it just pops right through. I didn't want to put the lace on top because I wanted this part to be what dangles and you could just peek through there. So I super love how that came out. So it's super dangly. I love it. Not super long, but just super pretty and elegant. I love it. Okay, and then this whole beautiful concoction right here, I did some avocado dyeing for the first time. I was very excited, so I avocado dyed all of these pretty flowers that are all the way around here. This is one big brooch piece, and this piece right here I purchased from the Swamp Meet, and I took off the brooch in the back. And I only got so many of these, so these are serious hoard items for me. But it was perfect. So these right here were also LA purchase from downtown LA flowers. I did avocado dye them, so in the camera you don't see it as much because it, you know, when you do the avocado dye, it takes different on different things. So some of it you'll see kind of like the staining of it, which I really loved. It was just really pretty because it just took to different materials differently. And then right here you'll see I have a really pretty it's a pink applique, and it already had the little blings on it. And then these really pretty flowers I shoved all the way around, so they completely go around the whole flower. So you'll see right in there. And it's hard to tell because these flowers right here have little pink shooting pearl type things, and then I added some of these as well to shoot out everywhere. I love that look. And then I did a combination of flowers here as well, and then I busted out some stick pins that coordinated with the green in here. I love it. These were gifted to me in past swaps. And then this right here is one of those really pretty applique pieces as well. It's a flower and it goes all the way down. It's gorgeous. So I'm so happy I used items that I'm hoarding and just finally put them to use. I know we shouldn't do that because we buy them to use, but it's so hard because when you buy them and you use them, you're like, oh my gosh, that seller doesn't sell those anymore. I'll never have it again. So, and then on the top part, I just went ahead and I hung this so that she could hang it up. So, sorry. So I just have it bowed up here. It has really beautiful little seed beads on here on the trim, and I have it loosely tied in a bow so she can make it longer, shorter. She could cut it. It's completely up to her, just so that she could hang it. Okay, because this is it would be hard for it. It won't sit up on its own, so I preferred it to hang on the wall. But it's completely up to Elizabeth how she would want to do that. So I left that with the blue. So I did her pops of blue, and I did pink and cream and white. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so that's the hoop. And then let's go ahead and show. We were to do 5. Here, let me load this a little bit. 5 different embellishments and 3 each. There, I got it. All right, now I'm not going to take this out because I have shown this in a previous video. These are the pearl beaded sprays. So I put 4 of those in there. Only because they were actually pretty fun to do. Once you start busting out your beads and get your wires out, you just don't stop. So they're super fun, super gorgeous. Love those. And those were inspired by Leanne, who is Lovely Scrappin'. And I don't believe she's doing videos anymore. It's probably been a couple years. And then we were to do these altered fences that I showed in a previous video. I just don't want to take these only because I've shown them previously already. So these are, here's 2 of them. And then here's the 3rd one. But then I didn't want to leave it blank, so I just popped in another type of embellishment just so that it's not so low, because I couldn't fit all 3 in the tag. Because, you know, they're kind of, you know, look at that. They sit really tall, so I couldn't fit all 3 and then close the packaging. So I just went ahead and added, none of these are adhered onto these tags, like no temporary dots, because the temporary sometimes still pulls from here, and I wanted her to be able to use these. I used reinforcers on both sides. It's double-sided paper, and so that she could reuse these tags. All of these tags, none of them are attached, so that she could reuse them. I didn't want that, all that waste of, you know, die cutting all of them and then die cutting all of these, adding all of these on, because I did 12 of these. So, you know, you kind of want them to be used and not chucked. So I did those. Then we were to do 3 card candies. And for those of you that may not know, card candy is just, you get a card like this. She does a 5x5 card. This right here, all she has to do is add adhesive, pop it onto the card, and then it pretty much does it, unless she wants to add other embellishments or maybe some more paper layering. But this is the focal piece. So that's what the card candy is, just so for you that may not know. So this is what I went ahead and did, and I love it. It's so stinking cute. So I just triple layered, bust out my nestability dies, and then I just popped a few pearls, and then I used this die right here that was gifted to me by a crafty friend, and then I this die is amazing, just so you know. I cut it through some thick glitter from Hobby Lobby, and it was like insane. It popped like butter. Anyways, and then Erica gifted me these already cut out. Thank you, girl. I love that I used a lot of your stuff in these, right? And you're gonna see. And then this right here is Hobby Lobby. I popped it onto a rosette and then just added it. I thought it was extra adorbs. Then this right here is another card candy. And then this was gifted to me by Elizabeth, this die cut. It's so amazing. It's like a lattice. I'm going to go buy that. It's going to go in my cart today. And then she did this super cute Tinkerbell. Oh my gosh, it was so adorable. So I'm going to have to go get her too. I don't have her. And it is so cute. I love it. And then another Hobby Lobby. I just did some layering, added some pearls, and it's just cute, ready to go. And then I did this one right here. I did some layering. This is probably my flattest one. And then I just did a frame. I did some paint splattering on that. I added pearls and all the little accent pieces right in the accent parts. And then I used another one of what Erica gifted me. And then this right here is a Hobby Lobby sticker. And I thought it was perfect. And then just added some more pearls up top. So it's so pretty and just ready to go. And of course there's nothing in the back because it's just double-sided, so it's just gorgeous on its own. And I didn't practice self-control and I made 4. Why not? She's my friend. Why not? So this is the 4th one, and this was the other die cut that Erica did for me, and it was like a total, let's just use them all. I don't have this one either, so yes, I feel like I have to go have that. And then I just added some pearls. I added another die cut back there. I went through my die cut bin. I didn't have to do any die cuts but these primary back pieces, and I loved that. This right here was Hobby Lobby. There was something there. I popped it off. I added the little stamen punch right there, and I added this little cute thingy that came from a different Hobby Lobby sticker pack. So it's very fun to get these and pop things off and re-add different things on them. And then of course did a rosette. That's what's behind it, so it's got a little bit of lift to it, but that's it. So super cute, right? Okay, so that's the card candy. Okay, now we're gonna get to bag toppers. So we were to do 3 bag toppers, and these ones I'll have to take out. And so these are the bag toppers I chose to do. And what I did is I went ahead and on here, nothing, like I said, nothing is adhered. I did get this new die in and from AliExpress, and I love it. It was like a $4.50 type of die, but it is so cute because it's meant to be a topper. So I had to have it. Okay, so for instance, let me just show you. Okay. Okay, we have this right here, right? And it folds like this. So this is your topper part, and it goes over your bag. And this, of course, is part of the die. This is a second die that comes with it. And then you just layer it on top. That, if that isn't the cutest thing ever, like seriously, I'm dying. I love it. I love this die. I was so excited to find it on Ali. Now, I've not gone completely crazy and got like a ton of stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, there's some stuff on there that I have got and that is still in my cart. I just get a few at a time. I don't go crazy. So I added these in here for her to use on her own. And then these are my toppers. And I have to say, Gloria, who is Crafty Cakes here, she's a super bad influence. Because I think she owns every die from AliExpress. And yeah, I watch all of her videos. And yeah, I sit there and I'm like, there we go. Another to the cart I go. So thanks, Gloria, for putting me more in debt. It's awesome. So anyway, we went ahead. I went ahead and I used, this is a die. This is a die from Michaels. It comes in multiple layers. It's like a nesting die. And I went ahead and I used one of my Spellbinders dies right here, and I just added adhesive here, so there's no adhesive around here, doesn't need to be, and then I just added it on top. Okay, and then I went ahead and I just added stuff. I have this really pretty cool die right here that I also purchased from AliExpress, and it comes in 3 different sizes. This is an AliExpress die as well, so I paid like $2 and change. And this die right here was only $1, and it comes in 2 different sizes, and it cuts like butter. And then these right here I purchased from LA. These are just little tiny flower cabochon type pieces. And then I put hello on here, and this is from a die from Hobby Lobby. And I just added that, and I kept it that way. Super, super cute bag topper. I love it. Okay, next one. I just decided to go with colors. I was like, let's do some colors. It doesn't necessarily fall in the shabby, but I loved it, and I hope she does too. So I went ahead and used the same die again on here. I popped in those super cute flowers. The coordinates with the paper line as well. And then these right here are some Michaels Recollections flowers. And then I just popped it, is that a word? I popped on some little pearls right here, here, and here, and then right here. And then I put another one of those die cuts back here. And then she could add her own sentiment here. I didn't want to add sentiments on everything because it's up to her what she wanted to put here. I just added the hello on there because I had it already and it was matching. So super cute, right? Okay. And then this one was shabby. So same, this is the reverse side of this. So I had one 12 by 12 sheet, and I was able to get 4 cuts out of this. But the 4th one, I cut something else out of it, so I didn't make a 4th one of these. Okay, and then I have that right there. And then this layer, this is the punch that everybody was looking for, I believe at Joann's. I don't even know if they sell that anymore. They could, I don't know. And then I just popped some flowers in there. And then I put another little tiny flower cabochon right there. And I just popped a few pearls on here. So it's layered. And there's foam under here to keep this, because you see it's popped up from here to here. So I thought that would be really super cute, and she could add her own sentiment here. So those are my bag toppers for Elizabeth. I hope you love them, girl, because I love them. All right, so that's that. And then the last one is handmade flowers. So let me go ahead and pop these out. I should have just took these out. I'm so bad at that because I just set everything on the table as I go, just so that I have everything ready. Okay, so this is, they were supposed to be 3 fabric flowers, okay? So this is one of the fabric flowers. I went ahead and put it on a doily, and then I layered it with another doily right here. Not a doily, it's an applique piece. And then this really pretty flower piece right here that was from Dee's store in one of my previous design team packages. And then this right here is a loopy flower with fabric done in the back, and a little bit of pearls popping out. Then I put another little applique piece here, and I put this really pretty, gorgeous pendant right here. And then this was gifted to me, I believe. This was gifted to me by Kat. Hey girl, thank you. So I went ahead and used that. And what I did is on the bottom, there was a chain on there. I took the chain off and I added my own charm. So I put that, and then it has little hangy thingies on that that's sandwiched in between. So she could just pop it on a project. And I just thought this was so pretty. See how pretty that bling is? Oh, I'm dying. And this is from LA. I purchased this just in case somebody asks. So that's one flower. Okay. And then this is the second one. And sorry for the crinkling. I know there's some of you ladies that are like, oh my gosh, I can't stand hearing that. I honestly don't mind. I don't care about any kind of those noises because I know that there's goodness coming out of behind it. So I did this one right here. Here's another one, and all I did, this right here, was also from Dee. I used a lot of her stuff in these flowers, these next two flowers from previous kits. So I used just all, it's like a pretty, like a tutu-ish type trim. It's so gorgeous. And I just went ahead and did a single stitch or slip, no, not a, you know, the running stitch. And then I just tightened it all the way around. And then I added an applique piece right here, another applique piece right here. This was one of the blings that was in the kit. And then all of this came from her kit as well. So all of these laces were in there. And then these right here were one piece. And I cut all along the middle of it so I could make it into two pieces. And then also this was in her kit as well, and I used these rhinestones. This was all in the kit. So I did these pretty long only because it's up to Elizabeth. If she wanted it this long, it would be that way. If she wants to cut them like up to here, she's able to do that herself. Or maybe she doesn't want it and she cuts them all off and just wants the flower. It's completely up to her. I just wanted to make sure to make it really pretty because she's shabby and she likes to make really pretty stuff. So she has the option. Okay, and then this is the last flower. There we go. And then here's this one. Okay, and on the back of this, all I did was added another really pretty applique piece in the back of it. It's gorgeous. So it shoots out the sides like that. Super pretty. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, and then this one right here, everything on here is from Dee's store as well. This beautiful piece right here, this little doily one that was behind it, this flower right here, it's a heart rosette, was also from her store. This whole tutu trim, I'm so glad I have some more because this stuff is gorgeous. And what I did on here is I used this trim, I used one of this trim, and then I did the running stitch all the way through both of them. Then I tied it real tight, and then I just wrapped it like this. So you'll see in between these layers that that trim is there. Oh, that's the back. So it runs in between all of it. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's super fluffy. And then this is the piece. These right here are crazy amazing. And then this is the back, and this was the rosette heart. And then I just did the same with this. All of these really pretty hangy thingies. It's so gorgeous and pretty. And this is all from Dee's kit. So thank you so much, Dee, for allowing me to PR on your team and have all this goodness and using on this project. So this is just going to Elizabeth, who is also a designer and PR person. So it stays in the family, Dee. Anyways, thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. This is my swap for Elizabeth, our yearly swap. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's a little bit of inspiration for y'all. And that's it. I will be back. I do have a tutorial that I want to get through, so I'm hoping I'll have time after the gym to do it. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had an amazing and blessed weekend, and my prayers are on a daily for my Florida and Islander family out there. So please be strong, keep the faith, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!